Hello, in this video I'll build a brassica cage from pipes and I will plant some kale and Swiss chard into that bed. If we look at the plan of the allotment, we're working on a third bed indicated by the arrow. I rescued some pipes and connectors from the scrap pile. There are various shapes and types, but I thought I'd be able to put something together using these. Some of them are bent or broken, so it will be a nice puzzle trying to figure out how to build something from these. Well, I've cleared the bed where the kale is going to go. Brassicas want a firm bed, so I've not dug it over, I've just taken off the top bit of grass and then just raked it over. So it should be nice and firm when I plant the kale in. Well, the frame for the small brassica cage is built. Now it's been hodgepodge with bits and pieces from different frames and things, so it's nice and level. Some places I've just had to make do with the connections I had, so just used what I had without having to get any new ones. But it's steady, and so we'll put the kale in and put the netting on top of it, and we can finish that today. I've seen a lot of the white butterflies flying about, so it really is necessary. Right, I'm ready to plant the kale. This is the cavallonera, and I've got the red kale to the side. I'll bring those down later. So what I'm going to do is, in this bin I've got powdered seaweed, lime and pelleted chicken manure. So in each hole, obviously I've not had time to prepare the beds early, because ideally they should be limed about 3 months in advance, but I've not had the chance to do that. So what I'm going to do is put some lime and chicken manure and a little bit of seaweed in each planting hole, and add a little bit of more lime to the actual bottom of the plants before I put them in. First I add the pelleted chicken manure, then the lime is sprinkled around the hole. And finally the powdered seaweed. I have made the hole a little larger and deeper, so that when the plant goes in, it will be deeper in the ground and have some of the stem buried in the ground to make it more steady. I also add some lime to the plant before I put it in. Then the soil goes back in. And I make sure that it is firmed to secure the plants. Of course they get watered in when everything is planted. I forgot to add fish blood and bone when I recorded the video, so I added it as a top dressing after the plants were put in. We want to plant the brassicas to just below the first leaf, so we plant them quite deep, and I've checked and this is just the right depth. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of pelleted chicken manure, because brassicas, especially kale, is a leafy green, needs lots of nitrogen. I'm going to add about a teaspoonful of the sea kelp to the bottom of the hole, and then add lime to the hole, and then also add it onto the pot, put it in the hole, and cover it up. Now ideally this should have been manured and limed ahead of time, but obviously this year I just haven't had the time to do that, and I needed to get these into the ground, so not doing this by the book. I'm also planting these a little bit closer than normal because, well, the kale, I like to use it as in a salads, so I pick the leaves when they're smaller. I don't want the huge great big leaves, so I just pick them when they're a little bit bigger than this, so it doesn't matter that they are quite close together. Well, it was supposed to be a dull and overcast day today, so I thought, well, I'll put the brassicas in. And of course, as soon as I arrived, it's been absolutely boiling, bright sunshine. So I've put a sheet and some bits of plastic and some old compost bags, whatever I could find, basically, to just tied it up to the frame to give those brassicas a bit of shade, because it's just gone in now, but it's been sunny and boiling hot all morning, and they'll go into transplant shock a little bit anyway, but with this sun they'll just fry. So hopefully this will give them a bit of a extra bit of shade and help them cool down a bit till they get their roots established. But I'll leave it for a day or two, and then I'll put the netting over. I've interplanted the kale with Swiss chard, so this will be sort of give me a good picking through winter. I've got red kale, rainbow chard and cavallonera in this bed. I've come in and given it a good watering this morning. I watered them in last night. I've come in and given them a good watering and really saturated the ground. And if I keep pausing, it's because there's somebody banging next door. I don't know what they're building. A house probably. Been at it for weeks. I've given them a good deep water so it'll last, because we're not going to get rain for a few days. So now I'm going to mulch it and then just let rain take care of it. Well, that's one bed sorted and finished. In the next video I will clear another bed and plant into it. Goodbye for now, and come back soon.